Hi there, everyone. My name's Sophia, and I'm the music leader for the Creative Coalition project that's run by the wonderful Song Lab. I just thought I'd give you a few hints and tips on how you can develop and keep your voice healthy whilst at home. So, there are a few things that you're going to see over this next couple of minutes, but I just thought that I'd give you a few hints and tips of just things that you can pick up. And I think the first one for me is really to make sure that you stay hydrated, because hydration is so important. Sometimes we think, just before performing or just before a lesson, or I'll just have a glass of water or a bottle of water and that'll be fine. But did you know it takes 2 hours to actually hydrate the body when you drink the water? So it's really important to stay hydrated throughout the day to make sure that you're not giving yourself a false sense of security. So the next thing that I wanted to say is practice, practice, practice. There is an old saying that practice makes perfect, but I don't think we want to get to perfect. We want to get to as near as possible as perfect as we can. And practice is key. So warming up and cooling down before and after is really, really important. Warming up, I'd say one of the best places to warm up would be if you're in the bath or shower, because there's lots of steam in the bathroom, and that can also help with your with making sure that you're hydrating your vocal folds. The acoustics always sound wonderful in the bathroom for some reason, don't know why. So that's also a bonus, because if you sound better in your ear, then you'll probably practice a bit more. The last thing I think that I'd like to just add here is have fun. Singing is wonderful and music is wonderful, and it is about enjoying yourself. And if you're enjoying yourself, you'll want to do it more. So that's really, really important. Never feel like anything is a chore or you have to do something. It's really important that you're enjoying your time whilst you're singing. So your breathing, it's not about control, but it's about being able to make sure that you're not putting too much air through your vocal folds at any one time. So a good exercise for that, a good little trick, is to just take in a normal breath and to let your breath out on a s or a z sound, so an S or a Z sound. So you would take in a breath, and so on and so on. And your out breath with your s or your z will be longer than your in breath. And if you keep practicing that, you'll be surprised at actually how long your out breath can be. The next top tips I've done for you, I've done whilst I've been working. So excuse if there's any noise in the background. Hopefully it won't distract you too much. But these are just things that I've been thinking of whilst I've been on the road and actually doing the job, because it's quite difficult to make sure that you put everything into practice. And I know this, but if you can put as much into practice as you possibly can, that will always stand you in good stead.
One of the most important things to do is to make sure that you eat well, that you make sure that you rest as well. So that's the first thing, because a healthy body, make sure that your voice is in tip-top condition. One of the other things I'll say to you is start your day off with a siren. A siren will always be able to tell you how your voice is on that particular day. So you wake up and you can pop your tongue at the top of the roof of your mouth, as in doing an NG sound, like you would be saying the word song, song, song. And then gently do a siren, just so you can hear it yourself, just going, mm. And that in itself will be able to tell you how your voice is feeling that day. You might hear some cracks, and that's absolutely fine. There's no problem with that. But if you start off, that's the first tip.
The next top tip that I would give you is to find your comfort zone. Find where your lowest note is, find where your highest note is, that you feel comfortable in, and then build on it, because that's all you can do. Don't worry too much about being able to hit the high notes straight away, because that's not important. What it is about building your stamina and making sure you're stretching yourself each time you do a practice. So next top tip is really for you to just don't be afraid to make mistakes. Mistakes are the best thing for you, and they're your best friend. By making mistakes, you know how you're going to improve and how you can get a little bit better. And there might be some really strange sounds that come out of your mouth. That's fine. That's what we'd expect. And you know that you just keep trying, and it doesn't matter. Creativity is really important, because if you're feeling creative, you'll just give things a try. You'll give things a go, and you won't be afraid to make mistakes. And that's also really important. With the voice, with it being an instrument that is actually attached to our bodies, we can sometimes be quite worried that strange noises are going to be made, or people will judge us for the noises that we will make. But you know, mistakes are your best friend. And it's really important not to be afraid to make mistakes, because by making mistakes and making those strange noises, you'll understand your body and you'll understand how not to make them in the future. I hope those tips have been really helpful to you. And just to recap, stay hydrated, get lots of rest, practice, practice, practice. And don't be afraid to have fun and laugh at the mistakes that you make. I'll see you all soon. Bye.